Quick disclaimer, this is an ongoing court case, so allegedly, innocent till proven guilty, due process. This is all information I found with Googs, anything else is my personal opinion. Allegedly. Good, that'll protect us from liability. Erin Patterson, a 50-year-old Australian woman, is charged with 3 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder. She is accused of serving poisoned beef Wellington for lunch at her house in South Gibson, Australia on July 2023. The deaths occurred days later in the hospital. The victims and relations. Both of her ex-in-laws, Don Patterson, 70, Gail Patterson, 70, and Gail's sister, Heather Wilkinson. Heather's husband and local pastor, Ian Wilkinson, survived after weeks of intensive treatment. In the same hospital his wife died in. That's tough. Her ex-husband, Simon, had texted her the night before the lunch and told her he felt uncomfortable attending. How'd you let your parents still go? The cause of death was determined to be death cap mushrooms. Death cap mushrooms are responsible for the majority of mushroom poisonings. It's listed as the deadliest to humans. They contain 3 main types of toxins. A small piece of a single cap can be fatal to a human adult. The toxins cannot be destroyed by boiling, cooking, freezing, or drying, or apparently any method known to man. Symptoms of death cap poisoning begin with nausea, abdominal pain, vomiting, and diarrhea, starting within the first 6 to 24 hours. Sounds like food poisoning. Hydrating can alleviate the symptoms, sometimes leading to a false recovery, where the person feels better and delays seeking medical attention. So far, I could confuse it with a hangover. The toxins cause the prevention of DNA production. This leads to liver and kidney failure, left untreated, coma, and death. Erin Patterson's defense isn't contesting any of this. It's established she served her lunch guest beef Wellington with death cap. Her defense is only claiming it was a tragic accident and she didn't intentionally do it. Okay. Wouldn't that still be manslaughter or something? Later. Let's look at the evidence. I'll start with what's against her because I genuinely can't find anything for her besides her just claiming it was an accident. So I'll list the bad, and if I find any good, I'll save it for the end. Don't put that in. First, she fabricated a story of having health concerns to get the guests to arrive. This story was also used to keep the children from attending. She lied to police about foraging for mushrooms. Her phone records show she visited 2 areas where death cap mushrooms had been reported. Her visits correspond with public posts that detail and image the mushrooms and their locations. She lied about owning and using a food dehydrator. She claimed she may have owned one years ago, but photos were found of her with the dehydrator and discussing her habit of dehydrating mushrooms. These were found in a Facebook group dedicated to convicted baby killer Kelly Lane. Is that relevant? CCTV footage shows her dumping the dehydrator at a local garbage dump. Forensic analysis found her fingerprints on the dehydrator and traces of death cap mushrooms inside. Her phone was never recovered, and a phone found at her residence had been factory reset. The food was served on matching plates, except hers, which was smaller and a different color. No way gonna mix them up. And her defense responds with, "She's generous and kind." Looks it. And that's it. Every piece of evidence was an accident. That's all her defense has. Yes, it was Miss Patterson in the dining room with the mushroom, but it was an accident. Sure, totes. Let's see what Australia does for murder. Just life. I thought they might give her... Try on the internet.